What's up, YouTube? Just wanted to bring you a quick garage update. No, I haven't posted in a very, very long time. Let some light in real quick. But yeah, so far, I still have my 2014 Chevy Malibu. This is the LTZ with the 2LZ package. I got another video on my channel about that. But still got the 22s on it and stuff like that. Didn't really do too much else to it, like much or nothing to it. Got a chrome grille overlay on it. It just snaps on. So no major work with that. And then I went and got some caliber covers. And people got mixed emotions about them, but I don't care. I like the way they look. I like the way it looks when the car is rolling too, so it looks really good. And then next, still got the sundown subs in here, and I put like a, little fake wood floor in here. I think it looks good. The materials are like 20-something bucks at Lowe's, and just cut it to fit. If you want more info on how I did that, I got pictures and everything that I took when I did it. So get y'all some more info on that, and I can even throw some of the pictures up in this video of that process. Other than that, nothing much has changed with this car. But yeah, that's that. That's the updates for that one. If you want to know about the wheels on this car, tire size, and more information about the sound system in this car, go ahead and look at that video on my channel about that car. But I do have another car that I got March of last year, and I have a 1972. This sucker long, so I got to get the whole thing in the video. I got a 1972 Chevy Monte Carlo. I got this car last March, so at the end of this month, it'll be a year. Let the garage door up so y'all can see. I bought it with 121,000 miles on it, I believe, or 131. I can't remember, but I got 140,000 miles on it now. This car was originally located in Alabama. It was my father's car before I bought it off of him. He had it since 2004. So when I got it, I immediately got to work. Got a new radiator in it, Champion cooling radiator. Let's see. Got a Champion cooling radiator in here. New upper radiator hose, new lower radiator hose. I got a whole list of new parts that's ready to go on, flip to this car. In a box over there in the corner, I have everything for the front end suspension rebuild in that box right there. I got everything in the trunk I need. I got a Holley Sniper EFI fuel injection kit that I got for it. New belts, new intake manifold, new water pump, even though it doesn't need the water pump, since these belts are coming off, and then a new timing cover is going on too. Might as well put the new water pump in. What else I got for it? New distributor, coil, ignition box. I got a lot of stuff for this car that's ready to go in. And actually, I got some of the parts sitting right back here. So this is a lot of the new parts: intake manifold gaskets, 3 belts, valve cover gaskets, timing cover gasket, new water neck. Here's the coil. And then, and I'll show you all the rest of the car in a second. I just want to show y'all some of these new parts Bear with me 1 second. So bam, Sniper EFI. I got a new intake manifold, the MSD box. Back in here I have I got the distributor. There's the water pump. I have electric fans for it too, but I'm still on the fence about that. I'm not sure if I'm going to add them to it. I know the electric fans, they got their benefits, they got their drawbacks, and I feel like the belt-driven fan has its drawbacks and benefits too. So I'm still on the fence about that. And then I got one more goodie that's not in the garage for it. I have a set of Dakota digital gauges. Not that those gauges I have don't work, but I really like those. I really like those Dakota digital gauges. I got the HDX gauges, so it'll just replace what's in here now, which is not bad, you know. But I kind of like to keep up with some of the new technology and try to still maintain some of the old school feel of the car. I have a Pioneer radio under here. Didn't want to cut into the dashboard because, as you can see, it's an unmolested dashboard, which is good. The only imperfection with the interior is here. When my father had it, it was real cold where he lived one day. He went out to start it and it ripped. He had tape over it for a while, but I took it off. But I got a guy who's gonna replace this too. It's just vinyl. He's just gonna replace all that for me. And then back here, a little rip in the headliner, but I'm not too worried about that because, as you can see, the rest of the car, to me, is for it to be a 46, 47-year-old car, it's kind of flawless to me. And then I did other little simple things like redid the AC system. So I vacuumed down the AC system. Well, before that, I put a new dryer on there, vacuumed down the system, and refilled it with fresh Freon. And it gets real cold. I put a thermometer in there that gets down to about 35 degrees, so I think that's good. Get y'all looking here. But yeah, all this will be coming out soon. Old carburetor will be coming out. And then I still have the original wheels to the car in the basement, but I have these US mags that I have on here with the white leather tires. And they look pretty good on camera. They could stand to be a little cleaner. I haven't driven the car all winter. But for a 46-year-old car, you can't beat that, man. Especially the price I got it for. But as you can see, even though it's old, the paint still looks okay. The owner who had it before my father, though, you know, I wish he wouldn't have kept getting it painted over, because in some spots you can see where the paint may be starting to crack. I'm not sure if you all can see that, but yeah, you can see right there. He would just, every year he'll just get a layer of paint put back on top of it. But let me close the door so you all can get it without that glare in it. Yeah, you can see it's pretty long too. I got it at the beginning of the door, and I got to take these factory wheels for the Malibu to the basement, so got a little bit more space back there. But oh, and this car does have the stock 350 engine in it and the 350 trans. And I'm going to make another video about, you know, future projects I want to do with it and future things. And I want you all to feel free to reach out to me with any suggestions or misinformation that I may have myself. Maybe you all can correct me. This is my first classic car that I own. And it's been a breeze so far. It's gonna need things because it's so old. But I was even driving it to work last year and all that good stuff. These are 15-inch wheels, by the way. But yeah, I was driving it to work last year during the summertime. I even drove it to work on Christmas Eve because it was cold here in Chicago, but it wasn't like snowing that day. But then I really wanted to drive my car, so I drove it to work on Christmas Eve of 2018. But yeah, that's my garage update. Like I said, I still got the Malibu sitting here. It's kind of dusty now, sitting in the garage. And got the new edition, the 72 Monte Carlo. And it does have air shocks in the back. I got it raised up a little bit now. And, oh yeah, how can I not start it for you all? Let me crank it up real quick. See if I can do it without having to pump the gas. And this is not a cold start. I won't even lie to you all and say this is a cold start. It does not start that easy on the first try, trust me. It still has the old quadrijet carburetor on it. I wish that it would start that easy every time, but it doesn't. I was just in here doing some other stuff. But it's a pretty strong engine. I have 141,000 right now. 141,100 on the dot. And it's a pretty solid engine. Let me hit the throttle for you. And it does have dual exhaust on it. I don't know the brand that my father had put on here, but they don't sound too bad. Has a nice little sound to it. It's not too much. And then when I'm on the highway in it, it sounds pretty good. And as you can see, the dash light still works. It's kind of hard to tell because it's light outside, and the headlights still work. And there's the radio's on. But yeah, that's not bad. Then of course, like I said, the AC still works. So if I sit here and turn it on max, you'll hear the compressor turn over. And you probably heard it. Still blows out pretty good. But yeah, I have a lot of future plans for it. I'm not gonna kill myself to try to sit here and do everything at one time, even though I did put quite a bit of money into it already. I'm gonna take my time with it. I know paint that'll come in a couple of years. For now, I'm just focused on the mechanics and making sure it drives well. That's why I got everything for the front end suspension rebuild. That's why I got the EFI kit. And I know a lot of people got things to say about that, but I'm the type of person that'll try anything myself first instead of going with, things that other people say. People say the same thing about my wheels on my cars. Like, oh, those are too big, you're gonna bust tires. But I try anything myself. But yeah, that's my garage update. If you all have any questions, comments, feedback, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, and subscribe and ring that bell. And I'll be bringing you more content in the near future. I have full reviews of the Dakota Digital Dash. I have a full review of the EFI kit and anything else that I do with this car so I can pass that information along. And I hope to be able to learn information from you all too. But here's the last look. And one last look at the Monte Carlo. And I'll bring you all kind of fun facts about this because I've been looking up everything from the cow tag that's in there. It's been giving me a lot of information. I believe it came out of a Texas plant. I can't remember. I have to go back upstairs and look at the stuff on my computer. But yeah, there's my garage update. Let me know if you all have any questions. Give me a comment, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.